बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाडलो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
तो आज की विषय जो है मनसा सेवा, ये तो बहुत बड़ी सेवा है और बहुत सूक्ष्म सेवा है मनसा सेवा। पहले हमारे मन में सब शक्तियां हैं, हमारे मन में अगर कोई भी शक्ति कम है तो हम दूसरों की मनसा सेवा क्या कर सकेंगे। और मनसा सेवा तब हमारी हो सकती है, पहला मनसा सेवा की विशेषता चाहिए, पहले हमारे मन में एकाग्रता है। हम जब चाहें, जैसे चाहें, जितना समय चाहें, उतना मन को जहां टिकाने चाहे वहां टिका सकते हैं। कि हम कहें नहीं, अव्यक्त फरिश्ते रूप में स्थित हो जाओ हे मन, अव्यक्त फरिश्ते रूप में स्थित हो जाओ, और वो कहां कहां भागदौड़ कर रहा हो। हमारा मन ही हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं होगा तो मन से सेवा हम कैसे कर सकेंगे। पहले एकाग्रता की शक्ति हमारे में है, जो बाबा कहते हैं ना, एक स्टॉक चाहिए शक्तियों का मनसा सेवा के लिए, और दूसरा स्टॉप। अगर हम मन को ऑर्डर करते हैं, क्योंकि मन मेरा है, मैं मन की मालिक हूं, तो मालिक जैसे सेवादारी को ऑर्डर करता है तो वो नहीं माने तो वो सेवादारी क्या हुआ। अगर मन को मैं ऑर्डर करती हूं, बस इस समय तुमको फरिश्ते रूप में स्थित होना है, और फरिश्ते के बजाय संसार की बातों में वो घूमने चला जाए, तो क्या होगा। मनसा सेवा हम कर सकेंगे। तो कंट्रोलिंग पावर है हमारे मन के ऊपर। मेरा मन हम कहते हैं, लेकिन मेरे को मेरा बनाया है या मेरे के फेरे में ही रहते रहते हैं। कभी कहाँ फेरा लगाते, कभी कहाँ फेरा लगाते। फेरे में है या मेरेपन के अथॉरिटी है हमको। अगर मेरा मन है तो 1 सेकंड में बाबा कहते हैं बिंदी लगाओ। क्या हम 1 सेकंड में बिंदी लगा सकते हैं? और दूसरी बात है, एक तो अपने मन की कंट्रोलिंग पावर चाहिए, और दूसरा मन में हमें सर्व शक्तियों का स्टॉक चाहिए, और तीसरा, जब हम संबंध में आते हैं, वैसे तो अपने रीति से रहते हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन हम लोगों का परिवार है, हमारा संन्यास मार्ग नहीं है। हमारी परिवार कितना बड़ा है, तो हमारा परिवार होने के कारण हमको संबंध संपर्क में, सेवा के संबंध में भी संबंध संपर्क में आना पड़ता है। और मनसा सेवा के लिए हमारे पहले मन में हर आत्मा के प्रति शुभ भावना, शुभ कामना जरूर होनी चाहिए, इमर्ज रूप में, मर्ज में नहीं। आप जो है वो सर्व संबंध बाबा से रख, कोई भी संबंध में लगाव नहीं हो, मन की झुकाव नहीं जावे, तभी हम पास विद ऑनर हो सकेंगे। इसलिए याद रखना, सर्व संबंध किससे? बाबा से या दोस्त से? हाँ, नहीं, किसी से भी नहीं। शिक्षक भी हमारा बाबा है, बाप भी हमारा बाबा है, फ्रेंड भी बाबा है, कंपेनियन भी बाबा है, सब बाबा है। बाबा से सुख लो ना, फिर बाबा मिलेगा ही नहीं सारी कल्प में। अभी मिलेगा, आत्माएं तो मिलेंगी 63-64 जन्म, लेकिन ये बाबा तो मिलेगा ही नहीं ना। तो इसलिए बाबा से प्रीत की रीत निभानी। ओम शांति।
सबकी प्यारी दादी गुलजार, बाबा वाली दादी गुलजार, बाबा वाली दादी गुलजार। Om Shanti. Adopt the culture of truth and good manners. The sign of good manners, humility. The sign of truth is having good manners. When you are truthful and have the power of truth, you will never stop having good manners. You may have to prove the truth, but do this with good manners. By trying to prove that something is true, whilst letting go of your good manners, you will be unable to prove it. The sign of a lack of good manners is stubbornness, and the sign of good manners is humility. Those who do prove the truth will constantly remain humble and will always interact with good manners with everyone. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So today we are starting our new month of March, new topic, new series, and it will be a very special month. And today is day 1, adopt the culture of truth and good manners. And topic for the day, the sign of good manners, humility. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi, and then we have very, very special angel today with us. So after that, we'll have chit chat together.
Om Shanti. It's good evening there, good morning here. We are in Shantivan. Every day is a big day here. Until yesterday we had flag hoistings. Because there are so many campus, so many big buildings, and everyone wants to celebrate Shiv Jayanti. And one of the simple ways, flag hoisting, right? I like it, the praise of Shiv Baba. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. God is truth. Knowledge He gives is truth. It is embodiment of truth, only truth. So when there is truth, you will always bring benefit, benevolent. Satyam Shivam. Shivam means benevolent, bringing benefit. And that's beautiful. Sundaram. So we also have to apply this to ourselves. It's not I am truthful, but I am in anger or feel there is no justice and lot of useless thoughts in the mind. Many say, this is happening, that's I don't know from where they come to know these stories. But it's a kind of habit. But we have to be very careful. Keep to our manners, keep to our good words. So Baba is saying that the sign of good manners is humility. Because sometimes we make very big statements and not truth. Never immediately believe in any stories. Stay very humble and you will know the truth. The sign of truth is having good manners. That is very interesting. The sign of truth is having good manners. When you are truthful and have the power of truth, you will never stop having good manners. You may have to prove the truth, but do this with good manners. By trying to prove that something is true while letting go of your good manners, you will be unable to prove it. The sign of the lack of good manners is stubbornness. And the good sign of manners is humility. Those who do prove the truth will have humility, constantly remain humble, and will always interact with others in good manners with everyone. So, truth will have good manners. We have one brother, very innocent, in New York. He was working in a store. Outside store, generally they keep newspapers. So there are some people who have natural habit of stealing. They will take things. So one person used to come and will take newspapers. So this brother, who is Baba's child, called police to say that, look, he is stealing. But other person was very clever. And when police came, he started complaining, one who was stealing, about this brother, that look, he steals and all that. So police had just come, so they take him away to police station and ask him. But this brother was sitting leg on leg, and because he even didn't realize that what is happening, he called the police and police got him. So he kept laughing and was like, not knowing anything. So the police officer said, you did steal, and on top of that, you are laughing. And you. So he said, I didn't steal. I never steal. So they kind of, start showing the force so that he tells the truth. He said, no. And after some time, police realized that he is the one who called. And instead of finding out, they caught him. So then he came out and then he was telling us, and he was laughing. And no one is like, if you have done anything wrong, name of police, you start kind of getting nervous. But if you haven't done anything, there's no fear, right? So it's very interesting to see that when you are honest and truthful, you can remain very, very light. So think of the stories of truth and good manners. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So everyone, please welcome our dear angel, Sister Jaimini. So I'm sure many of you have seen her or met her. She's based in London for many, many years. And today it's our fortune that she's here with us in Avyakti Parivar. So would like her to say something about herself and also share, and then we'll have chit chat.
Thank you so much. I'm loving it. Good morning from here and good evening to all of you. It's been a wonderful experience sitting here next to Didi. It feels like I'm in New York. It's been a very long time that I haven't been to New York, but I would say that from last 5 years, it feels like New York is universal and it's global, right? Because Didi is there and she's holding the fort and really reminding us of all the beautiful manners, all the beautiful activities of our dadis, our seniors, and also ancestor souls who we see every day on the screen. So this is such a beautiful experience to be here personally in front of Didi. But yes, listening and watching on the screen is similarly the same experience, but of course, the vibrational energy that you feel here, I'm sure that that vibrational energy you must also be experiencing. So today's subject, I've been nearly more than 45 years, I would say 46 years with Baba. And I really love watching. I've been with Dadi for a number of years, right from the beginning. Dadi was my mentor, and I was very fortunate to watch Dadi. All these things that we hear, in fact, I saw Dadi, an embodiment of it. And in connection with what Didi was sharing about truth, Dadi actually knew most of the children in those days who were in front of her. And she knows that if she's going to call someone, if there is a situation, there was a situation, But Dadi knows that if she's going to ask them, they will not be truthful. So then Dadi said, I don't want to burden that soul. So she would leave it and not say anything, but she'll bring it up in the class, the topic. And that person actually um, said to us later on that Dadi really covered the subject that was on my mind. So then they would go in front of Dadi and say to Dadi exactly what has happened in their own way, because they get the power to speak about it. And so these were the little things that I have noticed that Dadi would always think, and she will see where the soul is coming from, what their background is, and then she would say to them, or she would not say to them, or she would say it in the class. So this was one way of revealing or making sure the soul adhere to the truth, because this is why we are all here. We are learning so many good things, good manners. And if we miss this chance, then we missed it forever. And so Dadi was very much, very, very strict. And she would watch and want to know the sanskars of the soul. I remember in 80s, when we were in Baba Bhavan, St. Gabriel's Road, every Thursday we had this mother coming early in the morning to make peras, right? And there was a silver box that Dadi would fill it up. It would be filled, and the whole week she would use it to give it to those who come to the center to meet Dadi from far distance. And I know exactly, Dadi would go, sometimes she would ask me to bring that silver box, or at times if I'm not around, she would go to the fridge and she would get the silver box. So there has been a situation where, of course, there are others who come to the center and in the kitchen, and they would open the fridge as a habit. Many people have this habit and want to look at what is there in the fridge. And I said to this person, please don't take that, because it's Dadi's, and she comes and grabs it whenever she wants to give it to someone. So I said to Dadi, this is what happened. And Dadi told me, no, I shouldn't do that. I mustn't say that to them, not to touch it. So on the other hand, I saw that how Dadi was very open. She didn't want something to just be assigned to her. She wanted everybody else to have it, when it comes to the food things. And so similarly, I noticed that there's a mother going by Kavita Bench. They were very old, Baba's children. Dada Ram, who was in the Yagya, he was the father of Govind Bhai. And so Savitri Ben, the mother. So when she used to come from Hong Kong, she used to always bring so many little gifts for Dadi, so that Dadi can give to others. And so I would take those gifts and stack them up in the cupboard, so that Dadi can, when she opens the cupboard, she can look at it and she can take whatever she wants. And so one day Dadi turned around and said to me, do you want anything? I said, no, Dadi, I don't need anything. But yes, I want one thing. I want a white handbag, white purse, white handbag. And so she told Dadi, whenever she comes next time, she brings white handbag. And so I was very happy that Dadi would say, I said, Dadi, isn't this a desire? She goes, no, if you want to use it and if you need it, it's not a desire. So I used that handbag for nearly 15, 20 years, until one day that got stolen by, we had a break-in into Baba's house. And so I was traveling to Madhuban, and I kept the handbag with my passport and everything and money and all the shopping for Madhuban Nivasis on my bed. And we had Shivratri program. And after Shivratri program, we came home. The whole house was raided by the thieves. And so that handbag was taken away. So I told Dadi about it. Dadi said, it's okay. This is drama. And so from that day, I've learned if I have lost something, I will not think twice. It's fine. I'm not going to waste my thoughts. So, you know, Dadi's ways of revealing the truth or something that I would feel that how can I tell Dadi? I do not want to say to Dadi, but there's another side of me where I want to tell everything to her. And I used to tell everything to Dadi. And then Dadi used to say, okay, don't think. It's okay. Put a full stop. And so in many such situations, of course, in interactions with other brothers and sisters, because we were quite new, you know. And so Dadi would see how we interacted. You know, one day, early morning, after Amrit Vela, we used to have Murli in Baba Pon days. And Dadi had given me this duty to read Murli. And after Murli, I had to rush to make tea for Dadi and rush to take tea to her. And so what happened, because I was rushing, after Amrit Vela, I had given this brother a duty to play a song at 4:45. And what he did is that he didn't play that song, he played a different song. So Dadi looked at me in Baba's room because Dadi was very accurate. And I came down and I said to the brother with a raised voice, how come you played the wrong song? And gentleman was there. And so this is a thing that Dadi never liked us using the loud, raised voice. You may be right, it doesn't matter, but the manners. And so these are the little things, but it has really taught me a lot of lessons, how to interact and speak to others. And so thank you for sharing and reminding Didi about all these stories. Thank you. Thank you, Didi. So what you have shared about the manners, the humility, the love with which we speak, which reflects.
So it's very interesting aspect to bringing that knowing that somebody has done something wrong, but not blaming or shouting and say, oh, I know that you have done it, you're telling lie. Also is not good manners. So that is, I remember even Brahma Baba, if he thinks that that soul will make an excuse or tell lie, Baba won't even want to know. Baba said, I don't want him to make a sin, so it's all right. So it's a very important aspect Jamni Ben is bringing, that don't try people to force them to speak the truth, because they will not speak, they will make excuses, you will get more upset, and so you know that this person is lying, but don't tell that person that you are lying. Also is good manners. So I like it very much because it's both ways. I shouldn't force anyone, because that your words will be strong and the way you will say will not be also good manners. So this is how royal people, we all are Baba's royal children. So we have to have lot of good manners, a very good aspect. Is there anything else you want to
I
share?
think it's very deep thing, the truth and the humility, especially the month of March reminds us of both the Dadis who were embodiment of it.
Yeah, Dadi Gulzar was also, very gentle, very humble. And Dadis had this whole thing of royalty. They don't want anyone to feel bad, to feel guilty. Even if daddy knows this one is lying or something, they will say it's okay, it's drama, it's all right, you know. So avoid making them feel bad about whatever they have done.
Correct. Yeah.
Have realization and change and move forward.
You said earlier that Niveka used to say that this is a very big family. And so in family, so again, these are the things that makes us feel very light because we are all part of the family. The question I had is that, you know, as we know each other in the family so well, and many a times, you know, Didi, you will probably be facing this a lot, that you know the soul inside out. But then when they come in front of you, everyone has their good and bad side. So how do you keep that filter so that you don't allow any such vibration energy reaching out to that soul? You know some negatives, you know that there is some fault.
I think that Baba reminds us of that you have to be donor, you know. So whatever quality, let's say there is someone who quickly get impatient, right? But you have to use extra patience. So I always remind myself, be the donor of quality, be the donor. Because telling people you don't have this, you are not like this, you shouldn't do that, doesn't look again good manners. But you use that quality, like respecting younger ones or speaking politely, being humble. You use those qualities so that they can learn that this is the situation, what should be done at that time.
And so I'm sure you must have faced different scenarios whereby you may have two people coming in front of you and they're both trying to put across their point. But then you know clearly this person is not right. Yet still, how do you handle that?
Daddy Janki, somebody asked her, how do we know that these three people, who is truthful? So Daddy said, you don't think that way. You work on your truth. And if you are truthful, you will know who is truthful or not. And my attention went on that. And I also work on that. If I am truthful, I will know who is truthful, who is not truthful. And also Dari said, if someone is not truthful, is deceiving the self, is not harming anyone, but harming the self. So have mercy. And with mercy, that soul will realize that what I am doing wrong is I am losing. It's not harming anyone, but harming your own self. So that realization, our aim is not to make people feel bad, but realize so they don't repeat it. They don't keep doing it. That's our aim. So that the change can happen in that person. Because if someone is feeling guilty also, will not behave properly. Right? These are very little, very subtle things, but very important.
It's educational, especially in this Kali Yuga, where people don't have even iota of that awareness of what really truth is.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's Baba's children who will make a big impact wherever they go, revealing the truth through humility, as you said, and manners.
It's good to know if someone's life can change, because there are some guidelines Baba has given us. But then Sometimes we are not very sensible in giving decisions, and that could hurt someone's life.
Yeah, that's very
So we have to
important.
be careful.
Thank you.
Okay, Gemini Ben.
Thank you.
Shanti, thank you very much. As you heard, she has a lot of treasure being with Dadi and all experiences with her. So maybe we need to have a full session for that, Gemini Ben, where you can share all your experiences with Dadi, many incidents, right? So yeah, it's very practical when you share some stories and say, it's more very, revealing that what exactly it should be and how it should be. Thank you again, and we look forward once more. Whenever you have chance, please be with us. It will be nice. So tomorrow is Sunday, and our schedule from Amrit Villa 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. 6 o'clock meditation will start, followed by Hindi Sakar Murli, followed by meditation book offering English Avik Murli. In the evening, 6 o'clock, Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. Now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
प्रकाश का एक समुंदर है प्रभु तेरा ये प्यारा घर। प्रकाश का एक समुंदर है प्रभु तेरा ये प्यारा घर। हर सागर होता है नीचे ये सबसे ऊपर। प्रकाश का एक समुंदर है प्रभु तेरा ये प्यारा घर। बन के बादल प्रकाश का बरसे यहाँ निरंतर। तू बन के बादल प्रकाश का बरसे यहाँ निरंतर। सब रूहे यहाँ परम पावनी दिखता नहीं कोई अंतर। तेरी किरणों की बूंदों से सब रूहें रही निखर। प्रकाश का एक समुंदर है प्रभु तेरा ये प्यारा घर। तेरी किरणों की वर्षा से ये सागर भरता जा रहा। तेरी किरणों की वर्षा से ये सागर भरता जा रहा। परम शांति का नगमा तू बनके बादल सुना रहा। बिन आवाज का नगमा तेरा कर रहा रूह पे असर। प्रकाश का एक समंदर है प्रभु तेरा ये प्यारा घर।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi, Om Shanti
Om
Didi.
Shanti.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Baba.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Baba.
Didi.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Didi.
Om
Teacher, मेरी
Shanti.
बहन व्यक्ति परिवार गुड नाइट।
Om Shanti.
Om
व्यक्ति परिवार
Shanti.
ओम शांति।